And now it's time to go local to Kaiser University, where they recently announced their Kaiser HSS Athletes of the Month for the month of October. On the men's side, from Kaiser football, it was running back Marquise Burgess. And on the women's side, it was women's soccer defender Maja Henriksson. And earlier this week, I caught up with Maja to talk about her sensational month of October, the team's sensational season, as well as her amazing career playing for the Seahawks. Again, here with Kaiser's HSS Female Athlete of the Month, women's soccer player Maja Henriksson. Maja put together an incredible stretch of play during the month of October. No surprise for the three-time All-American. Maja helped guide the Seahawks to 8 wins in 8 games while winning Defensive Player of the Week twice throughout the month. Maja finished October with 4 goals and 7 assists, including the game winner at both Thomas and number 10 Southeastern. More recently, Maja assisted on 2 of Kaiser's 3 goals in the conference semifinal win over Thomas and scored the game's only goal in the conference championship victory against Southeastern. Maja, before we jump back a little bit and talk about the earlier parts of your career at Kaiser, I want to start with the game-winning goal against Southeastern from this past Saturday. It came in the 66th minute off of a pass from Lauren Riley. Just walk us through that play if you could and tell us what you saw on the field as the scoring chance developed.
So first of all, it was a very hard game. Like, it's always hard to play against Southeastern. Both teams always want to win. So I saw Lauren had a ball on the right side of the field, and I saw that big space in front of the goal. So I ran into it. I got the ball from Lauren, and it went into the goal. So I was very happy.
Maja, was it right-footed or left-footed?
Left-footed. I don't have a right foot.
Well, when you got a left foot like yours, you don't need one. Again, here with Maja Henriksson, the Kaiser HSS Female Athlete of the Month, hailing all the way from Gothenburg, Sweden. Maja, you mentioned it was a very evenly played match. Both teams, 8 shots on goal. What was it that allowed the Seahawks to prevail in the end and come out on top and grab that conference crown?
I think the one big factor is that this team that we have this year never gives up. Like, we're fighting until the very last minute, and we just had patience. Like, first half was more Southeastern, and then second half we come out with a lot of more energy, and we just felt that it was going to be a goal for us and we were going to win.
Maja, did the team change anything formation-wise at halftime, or was it more about, like you said, just being more energetic, being more aggressive, and winning those 50-50 balls that I'm sure Coach is always talking about?
Yeah, so we went from playing a diamond until a 4-3-3 system, which opened up the game a little bit.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Maja, I want to go back in time a little bit. As you mentioned, you hail from Gothenburg, Sweden originally. Maja, how did you find out about Kaiser from thousands of miles away?
That's a good question. I had a coach in high school. I was playing at a soccer high school, and he was telling me all the time, like, you should try to find a college in America. And from the beginning, I was a little bit scared because I like to be in my comfort zone. But then I was deciding to take the step and move here. And I actually knew 2 girls that played here. So I talked with them a little bit, and then I decided to come here.
Maja, was there one deciding factor that helped finalize your decision to come to the States and come play soccer at Kaiser, when you were 50-50 on it or leaning in the direction of coming to West Palm Beach? Was there anything specific that really convinced you that this was the right decision and the right step forward in your soccer career?
Yeah, so I think that final decision was made after I talked to Coach Dunn. We had a really good conversation about the program and about the team and what he wanted us to like. He was striving for the national championship, and that he thought that I was going to be a big part of it. And I just felt that was the right decision to take.
Well, I guess Coach was absolutely right, because you did play a massive role in Kaiser's first women's soccer national championship a couple of years ago, back in 2019. Again, Sarah Swittig here on ESPN West Palm tonight with Kaiser's Female Athlete of the Month for October, women's soccer player Maja Henriksson. Maja, you mentioned your comfort zone, and luckily you've got a little comfort and a little taste of home as you are one of 8 players on this Kaiser team from Sweden. Maja, how fun is it to be able to play with so many incredible athletes from your home country?
It's very fun. Like my freshman year, we were even more Swedish girls. I think we were like up to 16, 17 Swedes. So it's not as many now, but it's very nice to share this experience with people from the same country and to be able to talk about it in the future and, you know, meet up with some of the girls. And it's also nice to play with Scandinavian people because then you know kind of how you play. And I think that's one big reason why Kaiser is so good.
Maja, when you talk about playing with other Scandinavian players, do you just mean in the sense that players from Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Finland, so on, play soccer and think about the game in similar ways?
Yeah, I would say so. And when we take that Scandinavian piece and then we put it together with the Japanese girls in the team, I think that's one big reason why Kaiser always been so successful.
Yeah, it really is incredible. In fact, Sweden is one of 12 countries, including the United States, that is represented on this Kaiser women's soccer team. Something I also noticed, Maja, is that along with the 8 players from Sweden, there is also another player, Linnea Andreasson, from your hometown of Gothenburg. Did you know Linnea before coming to Kaiser? Did you help coach recruit her to come play in West Palm Beach?
I didn't.
I gotcha, but still pretty crazy that you go halfway around the world and you wind up playing with a girl from your hometown. Do you and Linnea talk about having favorite restaurants or places that you like to go in common that you guys both went to individually and never really connected the dots until obviously you come play for Kaiser?
We talked about it, and it's pretty funny because we also had the same agency. Okay. So it was the same guy who helped us come here. But she's a few years younger than me. I knew that she played, what team she played in, because I've been playing them before, but I didn't know Linnea as a person. But it's funny that we can share this experience together and we can like relate to stuff at home. Yeah, she's a great person, so I'm very happy to have her in the team.
That is very, very cool, and I'm sure comforting being so many miles from home. Again, Sarah Swittig here, 3-time All-American Maja Henriksson from Kaiser Women's Soccer. Maja just recently scored the game's only goal, giving Kaiser the Sun Conference Championship title last Saturday. Kaiser Women's Soccer undefeated, ranked number 1 in the country. Maja, we've touched on a few of your accolades so far. You've been an All-American every year. You were the Conference Freshman of the Year. You've been a 2-time Conference Player of the Year, the NAIA Defensive MVP. You were a huge piece of the 2019 National Championship team. After all that, a resume a mile long. Maja, what keeps you motivated?
I think that I always striving to be a better soccer player. Like, soccer is the biggest passion in life for me. And I'm trying to set up goals for myself to be able to be better and better and better every year. I feel like freshman year I come in, did a great season, and sophomore year was a great season. Junior season wasn't as good as it was before. So this year I'm just want to do as best as I can to be able to perform and help the team.
Yeah, Maja, you mentioned that freshman season where you came in and you were an integral part of Kaiser's first women's soccer national championship team. Looking back to that season, Maja, and then comparing it with this year where you've been so dominant, you have not lost a game. How are these two teams, the 2022 team and the 2019 team, what do these two teams have in common? What are their similarities?
First of all, I would say that everyone in this team are very good soccer players as individuals, and that was a similarity to 2019. We had a lot of good players from different places in the world. Also, like, everyone in this team and 2019 wanted to win and wanted to do as best as they can. Like, they were not just here to do the college experience or live in Florida and go to the beach. They wanted to win that championship. And I think that's the biggest similarity with this team this year, that everyone do as best as they can so we can win national.
Maja, you've mentioned a couple times improving your game and striving to be the best soccer player you can be. When you reflect on your skills as a freshman and now when you look at yourself as a soccer player now, what do you feel like you've improved upon the most?
I would say that I get to know myself better as a soccer player. I've been improving my crossers a lot. Since I'm playing on the left side, I'm always trying to find that
final pass.
Yeah, the final pass.
Yes.
And I think that's the biggest improvement I've been doing. Yeah.
Wrapping things up with the Kaiser Female Athlete of the Month for October from Gothenburg, Sweden, soccer player Maja Henriksson. Maja, before every match, do you have any specific routines or any superstitions that you have to go through and do the same way each day, eat the same thing, listen to the same music, whatever it is, but it's part of your pre-game routine that you have to do?
So first of all, I always eat oatmeal in the morning. Since we're playing at 11 a.m., I do my oatmeal, have a cup of coffee, listen to the same playlist. And then once I come into the locker room, I'm always taking the right sock on my left foot and the left sock on my right foot. Yeah.
I love that. I've asked that question to so many different athletes, and that is by far the most interesting answer I've gotten. So I'm definitely glad I asked. So Maja, as we turn the page now from the regular season and the conference tournament to the NAIA playoffs, what do you think will be the biggest factor, the biggest key to successfully bringing back another national championship to Kaiser University in West Palm Beach?
That's a good question. I think that we all just need to stay calm, focused, and don't stress so much about that it's actually win or lose now. We've been playing so good this whole season and been winning 20 out of 20 games. So I think the biggest thing is that just like keep this mentality going, push each other up, and just do as best as we can.
Last thing, Maja, before I let you go, I know that all of your focus is on finishing up the 2022 season, trying to bring another national championship home to Kaiser. But I have to ask, after you graduate, what does the future look like for your soccer career? What do you think your next steps will be in terms of the sport?
So I want to keep playing, of course. I haven't really been thinking about it yet because I feel like I need to focus on this season before I look into spring. But I definitely want to keep playing, and if that's in Europe or if that's in America, I don't know yet. I want to try to play as high as I can.
Absolutely. Well, Maja, thank you so much for joining us, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk with us here on ESPN West Palm tonight. Best of luck the rest of the season. Hope you guys bring us some more hardware, and certainly best of luck as you take your next step and you turn the page and go to your next chapter of your soccer career. Again, thanks for the time.
Thank you so much.